The Sivananda Supada publication, run by our dear sister Radha Kumari, was one of the caretakers of Guruji, Mr. Raju, NVDS Raju and Vittal. They have brought out a calendar, New Year calendar, which I would request the luminaries to release it. And the calendar contains the picture of Guruji, which was shot by Mrs. Jane Murthy. Jane is from Scotland. She is no more. And Murthy is from Visakhapatnam. He is also no more. But this picture was taken when Guruji was 54 years old. I remember it. Guruji himself told me so. So Jane and Simham lived through this picture forever in the presence of the Master. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we come to the crux of the program. Presentation of the Sivanand Eminent Citizen Award 2024 to Puj Swamiji. There is one sweet way of describing Swamiji. On behalf of everyone assembled here, may I request Puj Swamiji to kindly come and occupy this special chair. You may be aware that Swamiji is a much sought after speaker, a keynote speaker in most of the seminars, international seminars, and among teachers he shines forth as a rishi. That is his greatness. To talk to you, to reveal more things about revered Swamiji, I would request Dr. Prabhakar to come and read out the citation.
Sanathan Charitable Trust, Bhimanipatnam. Sivananda Eminent Citizen Award 2024 presented to Puj Swami Paramarthananda. The history of India is not the stories of dynasties, but the divine chronicles of the great rishis, said Sadguru Sri Sivananda Murthy. Indeed, realization is remembering who or what you represent. The uniqueness of Bharat is that even before the first man was born here, the highest wisdom was kept available for him, like milk in the bosom of the mother, ready to nourish the infant even before it is born. This was made possible by our rishis who chose this special land of spirituality. Eons ago, they finalized the concept of self-realization, presented treatises on the structure of the universe, the secrets of creation, and the ways and means to walk through this labyrinth called worldly life, and gave us the greatest discovery, the location of the soul in the human body. All of us in Bharat, without exception, belong to the lineage of the rishis who possess a prowess equaling that of the Creator, but chose to live as simple, humble, and sweet human beings. Amidst the maze of materialism, we do come across beacons of wisdom that beckon to us to lift us up and away from darkness. Swami Paramarthananda Ji is one such light of hope who has been striving to elevate humanity from the despair of nescience to the delight of wisdom. Blessed by towering teachers such as Swami Chinmayananda and Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Swami has combined the clarity of Advaita and the message of strength as propounded in the Upanishads and infused them as applicable values to modern minds. The greatest challenge before him is our ignorance of our own ignorance, manifested as a delusion that technology is wisdom. Puj Swamiji, who knows the guiles of depthless intellectualism too well, has been conducting classes on the Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, and Upanishads in person and online, and has not only been addressing but transforming the thinking process of thousands of minds across the globe. Naturally, his presence has been most sought after, and his voice has reverberated in many an international seminar and conference, such as the Hindu-Jewish Dialogue in Delhi and Jerusalem, GB Summit, Canada, World Religion Conference, United Nations, Geneva, World Health Parishad Bali, Interfaith Dialogue for Peace, Harmony and Security Myanmar, Ancient Tradition, Modern Realities, Israel, Asia Faith Leaders Summit, Israel, Leadership and Spiritual Intelligence Seminar, British Parliament, United Kingdom, and Vedic Cultural Conference, Japan, Vietnam, Kazakhstan, and Cambodia. Puj Swamiji is the founder of Arsha Vidya Mandir, Rajkot, convener and general secretary, Hindu Dharma Acharya Sabha, President Sivananda Ashram. He was also an active member of the National Committee for Commemoration of 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, convened by the Government of India, Adi Shankaracharya Memorial Trust, Government of Madhya Pradesh, and the National Committee for Pandit Deen Dayal Birth Centenary celebrations. If we choose to describe Puja Swamiji in 2 words, they would be fearless communicator. Indeed, this insightful teacher, who is revered as a guru, has been able to communicate the higher values and ancient wisdom to a wide gamut of people: children, students, youth, devotees, government and corporate executives. He has designed specific training programs for teachers, professionals and devotees. During the last 4 decades or so, Puja Swamiji has spent at least 25,000 hours training multitudes. Through his camps, regular classes, seminars and social events, he must have reached a minimum of 10 lakh people. The number becomes astronomical when we look at the government employees who took part in his training programs on interpersonal skills, stress-free living, effective communication and work-life balance, or the youth who participated in his programs on the systemic study of Vedanta for life lessons, inner growth and life with objectivity. In particular, students in the age group of 14 to 17 learn invaluable life skills and moral values from him. Puja Swamiji has played a vital role at the United Nations and in the Government of India in conducting the International Day of Yoga. He played a lead role in protecting the Ramasetu. He has also been functioning as a crusader for freeing our temples and religious places from the control of various state governments. He was instrumental in installing the 108 feet tall statue of Sri Adi Shankaracharya at Omkareshwar. Recently, he was awarded the D.Litt by the University of Gujarat and the title Samskritika Yodha instituted by the government of Gujarat. The Sadbhavana Vridhashram at Rajkot stands testimony for Swamiji's firm opinion that humanness cannot have any conflict with a Vedantic outlook. While old age homes have been on the increase in our country, the plight of many old people are pathetic as they are either abandoned by their family or devoid of anyone to take care. It is here that our Swamiji is offering them a huge home at Rajkot, spread over 30 acres, designed to accommodate as many as 5,000 needy elders in 1,400 sophisticatedly designed rooms. The first tower of this magnificent service activity will be inaugurated on 1st April 2025, when 700 elders will walk into this heaven of harmony and peace. It is proposed to have 7 such towers in this project, which will be funded by large-hearted philanthropists. The Vridhashram will have an in-house hospital, a physiotherapy center, a library, peaceful gazebos, socializing zones, not to speak of a spacious modern dining hall and an ambience of nature's beauty. Thus, Swamiji is offering a very pleasant evening of life for the needy elders. His vision being all encompassing, the Sadbhavana Old Age Home is engaged in tree plantation on a massive scale, and about 3 million trees have already been planted and are being nurtured and protected with care. The bullock shelter of Sadbhavana takes care of about 1600 bullocks that are blind or old or sick, with a good team of doctors attending on them. Furthermore, its 21,000 square foot dog shelter houses 200 stray dogs. What more, 100 water stations called paraps have been set up to quench the thirst of poor laborers who cannot afford to buy packaged water. Through all such noble activities, our Swamiji is driving home a point that love in action is service, and love that is extended to the needy, the destitute, the poor, the animals, and nature blossoms into Vedanta. Indeed, seeing oneself in other living beings enables us to realize the only one ultimately. It is his deep concern for the welfare of humanity as a whole and the comprehensive wellness of the individual in particular that have been the driving forces behind the remarkable and tireless work of Puj Swamiji. We deem it a privilege to present the Sivanand Eminent Citizen Award 2024 to Puj Swami Paramarthanandaji for his prodigious contributions towards carrying the wisdom of our ancient rishis and propagating it in a language and manner that continues to inspire different sections of modern society. We wish him many decades of active work and success in his noble endeavors. May his tribe increase. Raj Kandukuri, Managing Trustee, the Sanathan Charitable Trust, Hyderabad, December 21st, 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhakar. Now, let us bring our hands together. I would request LVS to present the shawl and the chief guest to kindly present the citation and memento to the awardee. And Raj Kandukuri will present the purse. There is
ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ My pranams to my guru, teacher, Puj Swami and divine consciousness which I feel here of Puja Sivanand Murti Garu and all his sons and daughters across me, eminent juries, whom I never thought that I will meet him in person. I read about his judgments and comments. Justice Kaulji, and as they say, Atma vai putra jayate, embodiment of Puja Sivanandji Sri Rajuji, namaste, and because of whom I am here, and I really have high regards for a person. Very few are such in bureaucracy. Where in bureaucracy, my teacher used to say, one of my students was executive engineer and IAS officer. I introduced them saying, Swamiji, these are among those few who are very honest and very committed and very devoted. Swamiji raised his eyebrows and said, endangered species. So one of those endangered species, Sri LVS, and again I feel his presence. Puja Sivanandji's, that has brought me to Hyderabad and brought me to meet you all. It is his own sankalpa only that has connected me to LVS and they decided to give me this award. I feel blessed. My namaskars to Raju's grandparents also, who were so pious that such a divine soul was born to them. My namaste. A body without a soul is a dead corpse. And a soul without a body is called ghost. Similarly, the forms, cultural forms, national forms, social forms, or religious forms, without understanding the spirit, is a corpse. It brings about fanaticism. And talking only of the spirit and not translating into a form, into day-to-day life, it is a ghost. This is so true for our dharma and our culture. What we call as Sanathan Dharma and what we call as Sanathan culture, Hindu culture, is nothing but expression, transmission of Sanathan Dharma into day-to-day life. It is a live body.
And as rightly said earlier, and Puja Guruji used to say, it is one Bharat, united Bharat, not for any reason, but because of culture and dharma. I would go to one step further. It is one world. It is because of Sanathan Dharma, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is our vision. Please understand what is Sanathan Dharma. I feel proud to be born in this Dharma, and I feel blessed that I came across a teacher who gave me the vision of it. We are not believers only. When I go to international conferences, they address us, leaders from various faiths. It pinches me. I don't represent a faith tradition. I represent a teaching tradition. I represent a Guru Shishya tradition, which is still alive. Though Guruji is not in physical form, Shishyas are here. Sanathan Dharma is a vision of truth. Sanathan Dharma unfolds the vision of life. Vision of truth is, that means vision of Ishvara, vision of Jagat, and vision of you yourself. Jeev, Jagat, Ishvar, Satyam. That is one and only one, that is Brahman. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma, neha nanasti kinchana. Or what we call in common parlance, there is oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Whole culture is designed, all our forms are expression of this vision. Even Namaste is this vision. These two hands are different. No way they can match each other in terms of function, in terms of forms, in terms of shape, in terms of capabilities. But then, the satta, the self, the consciousness that permeates both of them is one and one only. It is one I who is in this hand as well as this hand. Beginning from head to toe, there is only one I. And when we unite that and we say Namaste, it represents non-duality in spite of duality. We are not talking of non-duality that everybody should believe in our religion, everybody should dress like this, everybody should believe in this God. You may have your choice. I told them in couple of conferences, and they stopped me inviting. Especially in G8 conferences, I told them, this is an era of human freedom. Everywhere we are talking of freedom. So much so that now it has come to such a painful point that you have freedom to choose your sex also. LGBTQ issues. We wrote a strong letter and submitted. There is a freedom. Then why can't I have freedom to believe in the God whom I want to believe? How do you say our God is the only God? And everybody says we believe in one God and our God is only God. If you believe in one God, where is the question of other God? That is not true. We are the only one who says it is one in spite of many. I don't remember the words, but Puj Swamiji used to sing one Telugu bhajan. You might be remembering that some very famous bhajan. I am sorry for that. I should have listened to his talks and brought that verse. There is a bhajan in Telugu that all are one, everywhere there is one Rama inside each one of us. Therefore, when we do Namaskara, either we say Ram Ram, or if you are a believer in Shiva, you say Namah Shivaya, or Ganpati, you say Jai Shri Ganesh, or you say Jai Mataji, whatever you say, it is one God who permeates all, and there is nothing other than God. very aptly put by Swamiji in World Millennium Summit. Everybody said we believe in one God. Swamiji said we don't believe in one God. We understand that there is only God. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. How does this vision translate in day-to-day life? When you say there is only God, see the stark difference between the modern culture and our vision. This is what makes India as a Vishwa Guru. When you say there is only God and nothing other than God, Neha Nanasti Kinchana. Famous verse of Tulsidas, Siya Ramamay Jagajani, Karahu Pranama Joripani. Every poet, every devotee would say there is only one Ishvara. That you are non-separate from it. How does it translate? When I hear these words in the newspaper that India is a big market, as though I am a commodity for a market. No. This is an era of consumerism. All economic policies are based on it. Government performances are measured on the GDP level, on the indexes of the stock market, which is so unfortunate. Every day we get this index stock exchanges, even New York and Japan and Britain and Indian Bombay and Delhi. Nobody talks about health index. Nobody talks about education index. Nobody talks about law and order index. There are so many indexes. Performance is only in terms of money. And since it's money, you are a consumer and the world is for your consumption. Being to consume, you need money. Therefore, per capita income has to grow. This is the bottom line. That means, in a modern perception, Jagat is Bhogya. And when we say Ishvara, it is everything. For us, Jagat is Pujya. There is nothing Bhogya. Even this body is something to be worshipped. How we worship mountains, rivers, animals, plants, Mother Earth, all natural forces, because everything is expression of Ishvara. This body is also expression of Ishvara. Therefore, a Hindu goes for a bath and says, Gange Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Of course, you Hyderabadis will tell, Bakate Asmin Sannidhim Kuru. Not Jalesmin. Or Shavare Asmin Sannidhim Kuru. Because this body is nothing but Ishvara's temple. Inside it is Ishvara. We do Shrungar. It is not for makeup, it is Abhishekam, it is offering a Chandanam and Vibhuti to Ishvara. We do ornament, it is not for decoration, it is doing Shrungar to Ishvara. That is how our culture is. For us, a baby is also Pavitram. Even when a baby is born, these senior citizens go for their evening walk and in the garden and they ask, what is the news of the daughter-in-law? A typical Indian answer would be, Lakshmi ji padhare, 2.5 kilo ke. If the boy is born, Lalo Krishna is born. What is not sacred for us? You have an attitude of sacredness in order to discover that it is true. As they say, fake it and make it. Exactly like 15th August salutations to Dvajvandan. I remember as a kid, in the schools, we are made to stand early and the chief guest comes invariably late. And for toddlers up to primary section, it was a worse punishment to stand straight and not to do anything. And all were separated. Only thing that made me to stand those days, when we had to salute and they used to sing Rashtraganam, those Parle Gluco biscuits, which we were given. That was the only thing. I didn't know what is nation. I didn't know why we salute the flag. I didn't know who are the Matthias and what is the national pride, but still we did it. A child in a typical Indian family, brother and sister may be of 3 or 5 and brother may be 5 or 7, they tie a Rakhi not knowing what is brother and what is sister. You keep doing it, hold on to the form, fake it, but later on you make it. When they grow, they understand what a sister means to me and what a brother means to me. When I grew up, I understand this, my national flag is not simply a piece of cloth. It is embodiment of my national pride, my national rich heritage, my national culture, everything. Therefore, I respect it. Similarly, we are told this to respect this sacredness in our life. In one word, Hindu culture is an attitude of sacredness. Pavitram. Even Bhumi is Pavitram. We pray to Mother Earth when we wake up. What is not that we pray? Because everything is expression of Ishvara. And to discover this fact is a goal of life. I was very touched that LV has talked about Guruji's Krupa. In fact, whole Hyderabad should be indebted to Guruji because of all this what he did. But I would say that, one more thing, it is not that grace that you came in contact with him, that is a chamatkar or that is a grace. He was born over here, he could have been born somewhere else and you would have missed him just as I did miss him till I came to this function. What Guru does, it was rightly said, Guru is not a human being because whole self-identity is changed. As they say in a Shastric jargon, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. He is no more individual identified with body-mind complex. He is the one, he or she is the one who is identified with the total samashti, that is Ishvara. Jiva Ishvara Aikyam. That's how he claimed that I know the whole universe, because he is totally one with everybody. But then, till we become ready or qualified to gain this vision, there is a two-step process. When someone is a guru in his life, first step is human being is made human being by him. And that human being becomes Daivam, Deva later on. There is a word for a human being in Sanskrit. There are so many words, but one of them is Manavaha. In Veda, there is a Vedic grammar quite different. It is mentioned, who is Manavaha? The one who has Maryada is called Manavaha. Guruji teaches us Maryada. We are blessed or gifted by Bhagavan. We are the only species in the earth among all those 84 lakhs human being having a buddhi and freedom to do. Swatantra karta. Animals, all kinds of bhuchar, khechar, jalchar, everybody, they are instinctual, they are in modern jargon programmed. Monkey has a monkey program, dog has a dog program, and cow has a cow program. They will not cross their boundaries. A cow is designed, given by God to be vegetarian. It will be vegetarian only, even if it is American cow. Nowadays, those because of aggressive marketing and lobbying, we also have McDonald's and KFCs, and you have so many biryani walas here. And Indian cow, our typical Deshi cow, Deshi Go Mata, goes about grazing for food, and she sees a hamburger or a hot dog. You know what cow does? Without education, She eats the top and bottom, leaves the middle for human being. She will never eat meat. In Gujarat we have Asiatic lions, only 2 places. And there is a place where mangoes also grow. And our mangoes are exported. Very famous mangoes in Saurashtra. However hungry the lion may be, it never wants to test a single mango. That is a maryada. Lion can never be herbivorous. A cow can never be carnivorous. They don't need education. A monkey baby doesn't need education, doesn't need to study how to jump from this branch to that branch. She did not study of physics. What will be my trajectory? What will be my load? What will be the capacity of this branch in terms of load-bearing capacity? Nothing. It jumps. And it knows how to sleep on the tree branches without falling down. Human baby will fall down from the bed. You have to put pillows. It will never cross boundaries. We have freedom. We can be otherwise. And that maryada, understand, my teacher used to say very nicely, what is the definition of freedom? Freedom is not that to do what I feel like doing is not freedom. Not to do what I don't feel like not doing is not the freedom. But the capacity to do something, even if I don't feel like doing, is freedom. Capacity to stop myself, even if I feel like doing. And push myself, even if I don't feel like doing. That is a freedom. That makes human beings strong. And that is a maryada. This culture respected maryada. This culture lived maryada. And that is why Rama is Adarsh Purusha for us. He is Maryada Purushottam. Look at this. Look at our culture. Nowadays, people want new names. Actually, there is a whole Nama Shastra. There is one of the samskara, Namakarana samskara. Name should be appropriate. But now they want only 2-letter names. Maximum 3 letters. And that too Karana Priyaha. Hettal, Mittal, Sittal, Vittal, something. And more than that, they want a name which should not be used by anybody. And nowadays, couple find out with this Google, they come out, they say some name. I said, what is this name? This is Czechoslovakian name. And somebody said, this is Japanese name. I have to ask. Once one lady delivered a baby girl. And she asked me the name. I gave an appropriate name according to Shastras. She said, Swamiji, can you give me 2-3 choices? Modern lady, you know. Modern IT, harmonium lady. So I said, yes, I gave her. Then after a week she comes to me, Swamiji, give some new name. Then I gave another set of names. Only 2 names I gave. After a week she comes back. Swamiji, both the names we found, there are girls having those names. My brother-in-law's, father-in-law's, neighbor's, son-in-law's daughter is named like this. Give me a new name. I just lost myself. I said, I am giving you a name which nobody will have in this Triloka. Well, what name? Are you sure, Swami? I said, I bet you. And I went to the extent of saying, I am giving you a name which nobody will keep it also. She was so thrilled. I said, what? I said, give her a name Kaikeyi. Give her a name Shurpanakha. हमारी संस्कृति में जो लोगों ने मर्यादा का उल्लंघन किया, उनके नाम हमें पसंद नहीं. आज किसी का नाम नहीं है रावण, किसी का नाम नहीं है दुर्योधन, किसी का नाम नहीं है दुशासन. Nobody likes that. We are committed to dharma. And that commitment, that fire in the belly to commit to dharma is a blessings of Guru which you all had it. That's the first thing of a Guru does. Teaches Maryada. Teaches us to do certain things even if we don't like, and not to do certain things even if we like to do. And then when we are ready, Guru unfolds himself. That is a vision of Upanishad, Gita and our Vedas. Tattvamasi, you are that Brahman. You are that happiness which you are looking for. All the time we are restructuring the world outside to be happy. Guru says, in spite of not restructuring, you can be happy in anywhere and everywhere. That's a vision, and that is the greatest blessings that we all have had it. On this occasion, I repeat, I feel blessed to receive this award. And I don't know, this made me sit on a chair. I was feeling a little embarrassed. But then I guess I am also blessed at a distance that Guruji still remembers me. It is he, through you, he has brought me over here. And I am thankful to LVS and whole team, Raju and all others. Unfortunately, when they came to Rajkot, I was in the midst of that event. We are, what Raju mentioned, we are building a senior citizen home for these rickshawalas, watchmen, ayabai, kamwali bai. Those who guys could earn for their life, but they have no savings for the past, for the retirement life. Some of them, already I have 650, 200 are on diapers. Our diaper bill is 4.5 lakhs a month. We are going for a 400 crore project, and this is a need of the hour. We may do our sadhana, but there are 2-3 challenges. Nowadays, there are hardly any war for bhumi. Those stories of Alexander and Napoleon attacking, no, there are economic wars, there are strategic wars, and there are cultural and religious wars. One problem. And there are environmental wars. So we are also into tree plantation. Not only I have planted 30 lakhs trees, but they have grown to the tune of 15 feet minimum when Bhagavan takes care. We have a huge staff of 1800 people at a cluster of some 3,000 to 4,000. We keep 3-4 people over there, and we have 400 tractors and tankers, daily watering and agriculture officer visiting. And we have planned to, by 2026, we want to plant 1 crore and 50 lakhs tree across India. This needs to be done. Environment crisis is a big crisis. And I would add also, not only external environment, internal environment and crisis also is there. Lots of emotional problems. There is no dearth of things today. When we grew up, we had a problems of have-nots. Today there are problems of haves and more of a psychological problems. So we are also into some teaching programs for the youth. And on this occasion, I have a request to Raju and Subramaniam, Mr. LV, that may you have some programs for generation next. We are leaving lot of wealth to our generation next. What our father gave is to us, we are leaving 10 times more than that. But in terms of culture, in terms of values, in terms of social life, we give them hardly 30 to 40%. The aggression of media, especially social media and with artificial intelligence, each citizen, each father needs to become a soldier to protect our children. Cultural structure is breaking. May you have some programs for youth and children, and whatever help we can provide, we are willing to do. I can send the team and do something. We can have something for programs, and I think Guruji would be happy to see the generation next as committed to Dharma as what he left behind. I again thank all of you and feel very happy to talk to eminent citizens of Hyderabad. Such a learned people are here, and Justice called to find time and to be present in this occasion. Again, Namaste.